Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my friend Sasha, and we literally have been internet friends for a minute now. Yeah.
We've been talking for about a year, but following each other
for like over 2 years. And now she's in LA, finally hanging out. We're filming a pizza talk. It has been 5 months since I last filmed a pizza talk, Sasha. Wow. Possibly 6 now that it's September. So, and I said at the beginning of the year, I made a vow to myself, I go, I will film a pizza talk every month. It's gonna be a monthly series. And then sometimes just coordinating with other people, things fall through. I just film other things, but I always love filming them. And I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So today we have a nice slice from, well, it was like white Russian pizza? White something? Elephant?
White cheese no.
But we didn't get from Papa John's this time. We walked down the block. We're at also new place. Yeah, we're at her Airbnb in Hollywood because my AC is broken as fuck right now. And we were not about to eat
100 degrees today.
No.
Super hot.
Terrible idea. One of the worst. So let's get our stuff going. So I asked you guys on Twitter to send, in questions, as I always do, things you need advice on with the hashtag pizza talk. Go right ahead. Follow your dreams. We're getting into it. Okay, this is a question that I wanted to ask you as well because I did not go to college, but Sasha did. So this girl asked, how do I not die in college? Die as in like from the work overload or like the partying overload? I don't really know.
I mean, self-discipline is a huge thing. I am a list maker for sure, like lists on lists on lists.
All of them.
The biggest thing for me is like paying attention to your syllabus and getting into the right environment to get shit done, basically. Yeah. Like I realized that when I was home, I would procrastinate by being productive in other ways. Like I'm not gonna do my homework until I clean my room or something like that. Like I'm being productive, but I'm not getting done what I need to get done. So I would pack up stuff and just go to the library and kind of get it done there.
That's my number one tip for actually like getting work done and really finding motivation is getting out of like the space that you're in because you can find so many things to distract yourself with. So I think it's really important to just be like, okay, I need my laptop and my books and I'm going to Starbucks or I'm going wherever,
And another thing, I mean, it's hard for some people and I can relate because I went to a like majority commuter college, so I feel like I didn't have that many friends in my classes that I hung out with outside of school. But when you are with people, like having study groups and stuff like that, I feel like it can be more motivating just being around like that like-minded mindset.
For sure, makes sense. Dude.
Everyone has homework to do, so you don't feel bad like, okay, I need to shut up for 30 minutes and get something done.
And side note, if you're talking about how to not die from your alcohol consumption, just be conscious, Like if you just go to college and just start partying then, take it easy, man. Yeah. Take it slow, because I know that people like all of my college friends love to party, especially at schools like USC, UCLA. It's like a culture, fraternities, sororities. You get lost in the sauce. Just take it easy, take it day by day.
Like people won't be mad at you for saying like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. And if they are mad at you for that, then are they really your friends?
Exactly. This next one is from Sabrina. The last one was from Kay, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but Sabrina asks, advice on following your dreams and not letting anyone or anything get in your way.
It's hard to say just do it, but like,
it's just
at a certain point, it's
motivation.
Yourself holding you back.
Yeah.
And like your mindset for sure.
Yeah, if you have anything in mind that you would like to get done, big or small, just know that you can do it, okay? And like if this is your motivation right now, I hope that it is to make your dreams come true. Yeah. Because like we can literally do anything in this world that we put our minds to and you can learn so many new things. You can do a whole handful. So if people are like, oh, you want to do photography, that's not like a career, If you want to be a YouTuber or what, you can do whatever, you can make it work. Okay, people make money in the darndest ways. So I believe in you, man. If that's what you're talking about, making your dreams come true, making a job out of something random, I don't know.
And just baby steps. Like I started my channel when I was bartending and going to school full time, and I just like kind of put my head down and worked like my ass off for a very long time to make it happen.
My cheese is falling off. I'm like, throwing it
mukbang
out of my mouth. This girl's name is Julia Dink, and she asked, oh my god, finally, in regards to us collabing. So hello, Julia. I'm happy that you're happy that we're doing this. You two are my queens. Could you talk about advice in moving out and growing up and feeling a loss of innocence? That's been like a theme in my life recently. Just talking about like a loss of innocence and being like, wow, what a time, being in high school, being young. wild and free, all of those things. And growing up is definitely like a little bit scary at times, I will admit. But like, you're what, 24?
So I just turned 25.
Just turned 25? Isn't she such a little like nugget?
I know.
You would never know.
You would never
literally
know.
never know. Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm 20, she's 25, you know, we have, I guess, some lessons we've learned.
For sure.
When I was growing up in my household, I definitely like took for granted, you know, even just the little things of like having home cooked meals and stuff like that. And she still lives with her parents now.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's so different once you like, I think she asked for advice on like moving out.
I mean, that's something I'll be doing really soon. I stayed at home just because I went through college without pulling any loans, and like I wouldn't have been able to do that if it weren't for staying at my parents' house. And I've just been traveling so much that I've kind of been putting off moving out, and I very well could right now, but
like spending time with your dad and
yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. He was battling cancer. Well, he kicked cancer's ass, I should say. I have to like word it that way. But yeah, so I was home for a lot, just kind of helping out with him and stuff. But I'm kind of like, it's scary to just think about that. Think about like not having your parents there. Just you have all your responsibilities on yourself. But again, like it's so cool to kind of get to know yourself, especially if you have the opportunity to live alone. I feel like you get to know so many things that you like wouldn't realize elsewhere.
That was like me all last year, because when I first moved out, I lived with my sister Lindsay, like right from moving out of my house with my parents. And then it wasn't until last year when I lived in like Koreatown on my own that I was actually alone. And honestly, the year was like truly a blur. Like I remember bits and pieces, and I remember just being like not that happy in the space that I was in, like the literal apartment that I was in. Just the area was like not my fave. But that's a whole other story. That's just like a matter of, you know, actually looking around the place that you're touring and touring the area, man. I needed to be out of my other space so quickly that I like accepted that apartment so quickly. And right when I went in, I was like, it has everything I want. Perfect, this is the one, let's sign the lease. And I didn't even walk around. Like, what? Lessons learned, but you're gonna be fine. Growing up is weird, but we're all still alive. We're doing it. Yeah. So, this girl's name is Jordan, and she asked, how to deal with not finding love for a long time. I've been single for 3 years, and it kind of gets to me seeing everyone together. I feel you, dude. I made an entire like vlog about it called Opening Up About Love, because I was just like, I'm waiting for so long for love. What I'm trying to say is you shouldn't be like wasting your time looking for it when you know you're surrounded by friends, family in your everyday, and even just little things that you like love. It's so cliche.
But it's so true.
Yeah, I remember like in that vlog just being so frustrated because I was like, I'm doing all of the things, like I'm just like appreciating all of the moments, but I can't help but like wonder what it would be like. But I don't know, man, it'll just find you with honest ways, and when it comes, it'll be beautiful and divine and amazing. And so that's just one thing that you can like keep in mind. And I know that a lot of people also spend so much time being like, oh, but I have to find the one, you know, and like they have all of these like expectations or but sometimes it's not that person. It's not like your favorite cookie cutter kind of like image of somebody you've been crushing on for so long. Maybe it's not them, and like you just have to shut that door with them to find who you're really supposed to be with, you know? Who really knows? But there's so many doors.
It's different for everyone. I feel like a lot of people just, I don't know, compare themselves to the people in their lives, and it's important to understand that it's okay if you're not going down the same path as like your best friend or like your sister or something like that.
Yeah, I was never in a relationship in high school, so I was like, oh, all of my friends have like boyfriends. What the heck, you know? And like you can get so frustrated at yourself just being like, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong.
Nothing wrong.
Just live your life. Someone will find you. I promise you. I don't know how we're already on low battery. That's pretty rude to me, camera. Let's answer 2 more, and I'll switch on the battery really quick so it doesn't die on us.
Okay.
Sorry if the angle changes. Okay, so our next question comes from Victoria, and she asked, holy shit, my queens! How do y'all deal with creative slumps? And like, we're in creative fields, you know, YouTube things. Sasha has a channel as well. I literally never even said that.
Oh. Hi, I'm Sasha.
Hi, I'm Sasha. When we did the intro, I just did the whole thing like, this is so exciting. Oh my God, she's really here. This real person that I've been watching for so long. But yeah, Sasha makes videos as well about like weedy things, and so if you're into that, go and check her out, because she also, well, you also have vlogs, you have other things as well, and she's just such a cutie, man. She talks about a lot, so you should go and subscribe for sure. How do you deal with a creative slump? I know we all do it in different ways.
I say there's like 1 or 2 routes that you need to take. It's either getting yourself like kind of isolated and just like you know, self-love and treating yourself and that kind of stuff. Or surrounding yourself with like-minded people and creatives. I find like the most motivating thing for me is to be around like-minded people that are doing similar things to me, people that are like just that are go-getters, I would say. They're just constantly doing something, and that just makes me want to do stuff. And following people like that online, if you're somewhere like stuck at school where you can't really kind of like expand your friend groups just yet, the internet has created this friendship, so it can definitely help.
It can definitely help, dude. I would agree that I'm like pretty much the same person in that way, that I love to be surrounded by like creative people, and there's like a lot of that out there, which or out here, which is exciting, and out there. There's so many creatives out there and people doing wild and random things. And I feel like you can almost like spark up a conversation with anybody about just any kind of creative thing, that even if they play like some kind of a random instrument, like those people can help you in little ways too, like little strangers. The other day I was at the park and this guy was like, I just see him all the time at the dog park, and then we started striking up a conversation, and he was like, can I ask you what you do? Because you just like look like a creative type. And he was like, I don't know if it's the way that you dress or like what, but
That's such a compliment.
Yeah, and then we just started talking about, he does coding and like programming with computers and stuff like that. So we were just kind of going back and forth on that. So I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but basically you can get inspiration from the randomest things, man. And you don't have to like limit yourself, because I'm really fucking good at like, you know, isolating myself and being introspective and being like, yes, I will stem it from here. But sometimes it doesn't come from there, and you can get really stuck and like very just want to procrastinate, honestly, if like you just are taking time to like get inspired. I think the best way to get inspired is like going out there, going into the world, doing things, and like actually having those real life experiences rather than waiting for them to come to you. You know, it's like there's only so much that you can like find in your own little space of isolation. But it is, like you said, a good idea at certain times, and definitely like for certain people. So I'm not trying to like bash that in any way, shape, or form, but I'm saying it doesn't always work for me. So just know what works best for you, or try a couple different methods.
Yeah, switch up your daily routine. I mean, go on a hike somewhere new. I would say nature is very inspiring for me. That kind of helps me clear my head. And when I am uninspired, I think that's when I'm like most stressed, and when I have other things that are just kind of like going on in the back of my mind that are preventing me from really focusing on what I need to get done.
And sometimes like instead of even taking an isolating day, you can take that like that isolation, instead of staying in your space, into nature and like going and getting inspired by that, you know. I would suggest that rather than like, you know, staying where you are. And then I have one last question, kids, and this is from Lily Rose. We got no questions from guys this time. Do any of you guys even watch my videos? Like, I need to know. If you're a man, comment in the comments, because I comment in the comments. I don't know. I just realized that every single person that I've taken a question from has been a woman. I mean, we love you, but where are my men at? I need you. I need
some men in my life
now. Lily Rose asked us, what are your favorite things about the ganja? And I wanted to include this as the last question because we just filmed a little like what's in my stash bag for Sasha's channel that you guys can go and check out. I'll link it when it's up. And yeah, I never really talk about weed on my channel ever. I do in live streams. I was talking about this in her video as well. People always ask about it on the live streams because I don't have like consumption on my channel. But I'll obviously talk about it open and honestly because like I'm a 20-year-old woman.
You're a patient in California.
I'm a patient in California.
Dispensary.
All of the things. And so yeah, I think that there needs to be more representation as well of girls who smoke online. So I love that you do.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And let me also say really quickly, because I know that there's a lot of kids who watch me, I'm not just going out there and being like, you need to smoke weed right now, but it has a lot of benefits and it's really great. And I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, but I love weed. So you don't have to think like all smoking is bad, and there's definitely a lot of different ways to consume marijuana as well. Edibles, you know, all of
tinctures, capsules, there's so many things. I mean, when my dad was going through chemotherapy, I was able to get him tinctured because he wasn't able to smoke because he had a compromised immune system, and the smoke just wouldn't be good for his lungs. And just being educated through the online community, I was able to kind of figure out what was best for him.
That's so amazing. That's my favorite thing about weed, honestly, is like just how much it helps humans. And there's so many, also for Creative Slumps, there's so many times where I've just been like, ooh, I'm just gonna sit here, smoke a joint really quick,
yeah,
and just kind of listen to some music, you can pull inspiration from that, you know? It's just like, it really gets you in that kind of headspace. And yeah, I just love it, man. And so, has a lot of good things. And I wanted to talk about it today, because I've never talked about it in a video, I don't think. I've only ever talked about it on live streams, so now you know, for all the commenters who are literally like, I know you smoke weed. Or like, in my apartment tours, it's always that. They're like,
they find something in the background.
They're like, she gets incense, she has to smoke, or something like that.
People not expecting it just shows that you can be a functional, responsible smoker.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. I think that's something that has given me so much passion through what I'm doing. Is just, I mean, I have my bachelor's degree and I had my channel for 2 years, like my last 2 years of college.
Yeah.
I feel like that was important to kind of get that out there and show people that
you can smoke, you can be a student.
Yeah,
you can,
exactly. And you can abuse cannabis. There are people that do abuse it, and you can abuse caffeine and cheeseburgers and alcohol and so many other things, but you just have to be, like I said, functional and responsible.
Exactly. And very aware of how things affect you as well. Because, I mean, I know certain friends who are just like, ah, not for me, man.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but it works for us. And maybe if it works for you, you let me know in the comments as well, okay?
Yeah.
Also let me know in the comments if you liked this video, if you would like to see more pizza talks, who you want on another pizza talk. And just thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me. This was great. Long overdue.
Yes, right? Oh, I'm so happy this happened. So give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to me if you're not already. Ring the bell if you want notifications. I don't care. Do what you want with the rest of your night. Okay, stay smiling. Bye.
Bye. Success.
All my clothes in milk.